Are you having difficulties walking your Cane Corso? Is your Cane Corso puppy pulling on a lead? Is it turning what should be a really pleasant experience of you getting out in the great outdoors with your incredible Mastiff, and is it turning it into the worst part of your day that you absolutely dread? Well then don't worry, because that is exactly what I'm going to help you with in today's video. Welcome back to the Fenrir Cane Corso show. If you are new here, my name's Will, I'm a canine behaviourist and I'm the founder and CEO here at FenrirCanineLeaders.com, and this channel is dedicated to helping you learn everything that you could possibly ever want to know about the incredible Cane Corso breed, and then how to become a high-level canine leader that can raise perfect Corso puppy companions. So if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and you'll never miss a future Cane Corso video. So Cane Corsos are one of the most common breeds that I'm personally working with as a canine behaviourist right now. My inbox is full every single day with requests of Cane Corso owners seeking my advice and guidance with a wide variety of different difficulties or issues that they may be facing. And one of the most common ones, especially in relation to younger Cane Corso puppies, is that they are pulling really badly and it's making them walking time absolutely miserable. So that's what I wanted to do a whole dedicated video on today. Now, we've got two different kind of situations when it comes to teaching your Cane Corso puppy to walk to heel. Now, ideally, you might be watching this video because you're being proactive and preemptive and you're about to get a Cane Corso puppy and you want to make sure you get it right first time round, which with all situations in the canine world and as a canine leader is absolutely the right way to go. Now, we talk about heel walking at length in our Perfect Puppy program, and we have had thousands of people go through that program, hundreds of which, if not thousands of Cane Corso owners going through that program to high levels of success by getting it right first time round. And that kind of breaks down exactly how to go about doing it. Now, that's the best case scenario, and if you fit into that situation, then I applaud you and I highly want to kind of encourage you to keep up that mentality of trying to get it right the first time round, because it makes it so much easier. Now, the other side of the equation is people that have got an older Cane Corso, maybe 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, or even multiple years old. And these established habits of walking really badly on a lead has become somewhat unmanageable, especially for such a large, powerful Mastiff type breed, which means that people stop walking their dog as much, which means they're not getting as much exercise, which then opens the door to a whole host of other behavior related difficulties. So that's what I want to focus on in today's video, is how we go about kind of reversing that situation. And this is much more about kind of canine behavior modification as opposed to what is simple dog training, like the first situation of getting it right the first time round. So to do it, what we need to do is take an approach of unpicking the bad behaviors, which is pulling on a lead, potentially being reactive, deciding where they want to go. We need to unpick and correct those behaviors, and then we need to set our dogs up for success and praise and reward the desired behavior. And over time, the examples of the behavior of them pulling on a lead will come down, and the examples of them showing the desired behavior will go up. Now, the way we do that is that we absolutely can never correct any of our dog's behavior if they don't understand what it is that we want from them. We have a responsibility as our dog's canine leader, as our Cane Corso's canine leader, to show them exactly what it is that we want from them, and that is to walk nicely on our left-hand side. Now, to achieve that, it's a very basic principle of lure, mark, and reinforce, or lure, mark, and reward. So we get a nice piece of meat, we lure them, we keep it in front of their nose, we lure them into our left-hand side. When they're in that desired position, we mark that with heel, or whatever word you want to use to mark the behavior, and then we reward them, and we drill that low distraction environment, and we drill it over and over and over again until the dog very clearly understands that this term heel means that I want you on my left-hand side. Then we start to layer up the distractions, we start to add in a lead so that they understand that the lead and the term heel are the same thing, and we want you on our left-hand side. Excellent. Once you got to that stage, you layer up the distractions. You go from doing it low distraction, like here in our studio, to a little bit outside, to then go into quieter roads, and we build it up, and we build it up slowly and surely. Now, with a breed like a Cane Corso that's so often confident and independent and renowned for being somewhat difficult to train compared to some other breeds especially, what you will find is that you will hit a threshold of where, okay, this lure, mark and reward system is no longer working because they are being distracted by something, or there is a trigger that is happening that is stopping our Cane Corso from being able to focus, which is then causing these negative behaviours, which leaves us with two solutions. If you want to remain incredibly positive only and not utilise any kind of corrective measures, you then have to take a step back. You have to remove the variables causing those triggers, causing those distractions, and you have to work very, very slowly and being able to condition your dog up to those triggers and up to those distractions to keep them focused on you. Now, that can take weeks, months. Sometimes you can never ever get there, and it's very common that people can never get there, which is why so many positive based only trainers struggle so much with being able to rehabilitate problem behaviors like this, which is then where people will often come to me. They've gone through 3 or 4 trainers, it's failed, it's not worked. They get to a point of, I'm considering having to give this dog up or maybe even have it put down. Can you help? And that's where myself as a balance trainer can come in and fix the problem quite quickly. So we go through that same process of ensuring that the dog understands what it is that we do want, because then we get into a situation where you know what I want from you, but you are making a decision to ignore that and to do your own thing. And now we have a problem. I am your calm, consistent canine leader. You must look to me for guidance and direction under all scenarios, all circumstances, and all situations. If you do that, then good things are going to happen. If you make the decision to not do that, then I'm going to correct you and I'm going to tell you that that isn't acceptable. Then I'm going to redirect you back to the desired behavior, and then I'm going to remind you, that's a good boy, that's what I want you to do, that's a good girl, that's what I wanted, that's all I needed you to do in the first place. And again, through that kind of correct, redirect and reinforce approach, we bring down the examples of the negative behavior and we start to increase the examples of the positive behavior till we get to a stage where the negative behavior no longer exists and the positive behavior is the behavior that is being displayed first time around anyway. Now, to utilize that with a breed like a Cane Corso, when people, again, come to me, I've got 2-year-old Cane Corso, I've got 9-month-old Cane Corso, they're very powerful, they're very strong dogs. Oftentimes, people are smaller people, they might not have the strength. Luckily, I'm a 6'3", 280-pound guy, so the strength isn't as much of a concern for me. But I've had clients that are 5'2" women, and very petite, and it becomes much more of a concern. So to balance that out, usually with a Cane Corso, I'll go straight to utilising a prong collar. Every time, we try and stay in that positive realm, we teach the dog what we want. When they make that decision, I know what you want, but I'm going to decide not to, instantly we come in with a prong collar correction. Now I'm going to do a whole video on how to utilize the prong collar correctly, how to implement a correction safely and humanely. We're not hurting the dogs, we're just letting them know, no, that's not right. That's the correction part. We're not getting into a tug of war game, we're not trying to choke them out. A little pop on the prong collar just to let them know, stop. I need you to look back to me for guidance and direction. Then we're going to redirect them back into that heel position that we've asked them of them. Then if they come back into that position, then we're going to go straight back into positive reinforcement and they're going to get praised and they're going to get rewarded. The prong collar, like all tools in all aspects of lives, can be misused. But a flat collar can be misused. A harness can be misused. Food-based rewards are very commonly misused. It's all about understanding how to utilize these tools correctly. And in this situation, the correct application of a tool like a prong collar can very quickly solve this problem, which will very quickly solve the problem of that dog ending up in a shelter or unfortunately euthanized. Now, like I say, I'm going to have lots of videos. I've got videos over on my training specific channel, Femria Canine Training, that kind of helps people understand more about a tool like a prong collar and how in particular with big powerful breeds like Cane Corsos, they can and do every single day save those dogs' lives and save that relationship between yourself and the dog. Now that's a very quick fix solution to being able to correct, redirect and then reinforce the issue around heel walking. And then I always recommend that people then put in the effort to restructure that relationship as a whole to be able to get the dog to understand that you are in charge and that you make the decisions, and if they follow your guidance and direction, then very positive, happy, enjoyable things are going to happen. Again, so when our clients come to me with these kind of issues, the very first thing I do is we start the boot camp protocol. Again, the link's in the description box below for that, but we start that boot camp protocol. We then look at what it is that's happening in particular, and if it's heel walking, why we're going through that boot camp. There's lots of times for obedience training. So if they don't know heel at all, we'll start by teaching the heel in a very very positive, food-based way. When we're confident that the dog understands that they know what heel is, we will then go to more of a behavior modification program during those sessions of correcting the undesirable response and then redirecting back to the positive, desirable response. And then we reinforce and we reward that response. And again, like I say, very quickly, bad behavior comes down, desired behavior comes up, and then we get to live back in the positive only world anyway, because then we get to praise and reward the desired behavior that is now being displayed to us first time round because of our leadership. So the responsibility lies on us as leaders, and I highly suggest that you put in that work up front. Get it right first time round if you can. And if you've already made these mistakes and that's how you discovered my channel, you've discovered this channel, then there is things that you can do, but it always starts with restructuring that relationship. So again, there's links in the description box if you need more help. If you've got any other specific questions, get them down in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to do a video like this to help you guys out, because if you've got the question, I can guarantee there's lots of other people asking the same question. So I'll be more than happy to make this video to hopefully help as many of you guys as I can. So thank you so much for watching the video. 2 new Connie Corso videos coming to this channel every single week. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next episode of the Fenrir Connie Corso Show.